We think we have enough, but do we really?
Have you ever wondered kung magkano ba talaga ang kailangan ng isang average couple na mabuhay ng komportable after retirement? Hindi yung pangarap number ha, but the real monthly amount that you will need after you stop working. Kasi the truth is, a lot of people think that they're ready until they sit down and calculate. Actually, marami rin kaming kakilala na merong mga savings, pero hindi pa rin sila sure na it's enough.
And totoo yun. And the surprising part is, iba-ibang talaga ang enough. For some, mga sinasabi na, basta debt-free sila, yung mga iba naman, may travel budget. And a lot of people also say na, oh, pag may $1 million ako, okay na yan. Actually, that number doesn't really tell you anything.
That's why in this episode, we're going to break it down. Para malaman natin kung how much does an average couple really need per month. Ito yung renting versus owning, basic lifestyle or active lifestyle. Ito yung para makita mo exactly kung asan ka na talaga ngayon at this moment.
Totoo yun. Yep.
And stay with us till the end kasi we're going to be explaining the 4% rule. It's a super simple way to check if your current savings is enough to support your retirement lifestyle. Itong tool na to can tell you if you're on track or if you need to make adjustments. Alam niyo ba, study shows that a lot of Americans don't have enough money saved for retirement. Yung iba nga, umaabot ng 60 na ang pera lang nila $100,000.
Ano?
Pero if you think about yung mga healthcare, yung mga living expenses, and inflation, saan naaabot yung 100,000?
Oh, yung factors na yan, no?
Oo.
It plays
Ang
really...
bilis nun.
Oo.
Mauubos ka agad yon. Pero what's more interesting is, a lot of people don't know the difference between comfortable and bare minimum retirement. Pero yung comfortable living for us is yung you're able to travel, hindi mo kailangan maging takot na wala kang madudukot na pera, na in case of emergencies, you don't have to like magtipid sa kakainin, yon. Yung bare minimum naman is yung you have enough money lang to pay your bills, na you won't have to think about or worry about, rent and food, ganun.
Yeah. So the real question isn't just, do you have enough saved? But what kind of lifestyle you'd want to lead, right? Kasi ang enough is personal eh. Iba-ibang tao, ibang lifestyle.
Oo. So ngayon, we'll talk about how much do you really need to live comfortably in retirement. And this is, considering na wala ka ng mortgage na binabayaran and you are debt-free.
Oo.
So let's break it down. An average couple needs around $3,000 to $4,000 per month just to cover basic expenses. No mortgage, no debts, just housing, utilities, food, transportation, healthcare, and a little entertainment. But this really depends on the lifestyle. Ito yung, do you want to live an active life? Or gusto mo na nasa bahay ka lang? So let's look at the basic expenses of two scenarios. So ang first scenario natin is a couple renting a one-bedroom apartment. This is how their monthly expenses would look like. Total is around $4,000. Ang second scenario naman natin is a couple who is mortgage-free. Basically, everything is the same except yung property tax and home insurance replace the rent cost. The total expenses is around $3,400. Here's the thing. Housing costs really depend on where you live. In lower cost states, a one-bedroom can be under $1,000 per month. Pero pag malapit ka sa big cities or high-cost areas, pwede na yan umabot ng $2,000 or more. So yung one factor na yan, it can change your entire monthly budget. Same with property taxes. Some states have very low tax rates, others naman are much higher. So the key is, estimate your lifestyle first. Are you renting or do you own your home? Magkano utilities, groceries, healthcare, at konting fund money. Then adjust based on where you live. Once you know your real monthly expenses, mas realistic mong mapaplano ang retirement mo. So once you figured out yung mga basic expenses mo, then that's the time that you can add yung mga additional na gusto mong gawin. Kunyari gusto mong mag-travel or you have some hobbies.
Kumbaga mga kapritsyo.
Oo, capriccio. Didagdag mo doon sa budget mo na.
Right.
Talking about lack of preparedness, may kwento ako. I have this coworker na she's 52 years old. I found out na wala pala siyang savings. Kasi one day, nagtanong siya sa akin, do you have money when you retire? Sabi ko, yeah, because I invest money. Eh siya, wala talagang, hindi siya nagbibigay sa 401, wala siyang mga IRA. So at 52, wala siyang investment. So when she retires, she's only going to be relying on Social Security. Pero di ba nakakatakot yon?
Yeah.
So tanong ko sa kanya, how come hindi siya nagko-contribute? Sabi niya, she really never understood how
Oh my gosh.
how it works.
Yeah. And you know what? This is more common than you think. May marami dyan mga top earners or big money makers. They live paycheck to paycheck. It's not because they're careless, but they're not financially literate.
Hindi
Early in the early stages, right?
Oo.
And you know, sa work ko, meron din ganyan. She'd been already working 20 years. So I asked her, just out of nowhere, hey, did you invest in let's say a 401k or a 403b in our case? And she goes, you know what, Haven, I never thought of that. So I go, oh my God, I said, all these years, alam mo, sayang.
Oo.
Sayang. May isang anak siya. Maybe I don't know what her lifestyle situation was. Kasi single mom siya eh. But imagine, 20 years na, nag-work, tas
kahit
sayang,
konti, no? Kahit
sayang.
konti nag-contribute.
Oo.
At in the long run, malaki na siguro.
Malaki. Yeah. But she already vested 20 years. Talagang sayang.
Ito naman yung sa friend ko, when I mentioned to her like, invest in index funds, yung nga pag traditional IRAs or mga Roth IRA. Sabi niya, what is that? So, yung mga terms na ganon, hindi pa niya alam.
Yeah.
So, it's sad. Pero when, I gave her, some of my time and I kind of explained it to her. And ngayon, nag-invest na rin siya.
Yeah.
Tinuruan ko pa nga mag-open ng account sa Vanguard. Pero you know what? I felt good kasi I was able to help.
Convince her pa.
Oh, convince her. So, it's not too late. Even if you're 52,
Sinabi mo. Yeah.
basta maging aggressive ka na rin. If you have the money, then mag-contribute ka. Go, go, go. Sabi nga.
So let's play a little game. Ang game na ito is, how financially aware are you? So you have to answer whether yes or no. Sali ka na rin.
Sige, sali ako. Okay.
So ang first question is, can you name all the accounts you have money in right now?
Okay.
Diba? Anong sagot nyo dyan?
Next.
Next is, do you know how much you spent last month without checking your receipts? So the third is, do you know your total savings or your investments off the top of your head? Ikaw, alam mo ba?
Oh, kakatingin ko lang last week eh.
Now, the fourth is, do you know where to get money if you suddenly need to fix, let's say, yung car mo, mga major problems, like sa kotse nga.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright. So sa mga viewers natin dyan, if you had to guess on all of these questions, then maybe you're not as aware as you think you are. Diba? Itong game na ginawa natin, being aware is the first step to financial confidence. So before you even retire, you have to ask yourself kasi, are you conscious about your money? Kasi awareness helps you make smarter choices.
And of course, syempre, you can prepare for what's ahead of you.
Oo.
Alam mo kung anong pwedeng mong gawin.
So ngayon, before you even calculate a number, ask yourself muna ba, ano bang vision mo ng good life?
Yeah. So do you see yourself living simple but peaceful, or yung gusto mong all out?
Yung mga bonggang-bongga.
Bonggang-bongga. So depending on the lifestyle you want to lead, that's how you would know how much you actually will have to allot for yourself, right?
So sa amin ni Haven, ang vision namin ng retirement is na parati namin sinasabi sa vlogs namin is we want to travel. Habang bata pa kami, if we're able to travel, like see the world, we'll do it, di ba? Marami ng mga ways to save and to budget Yung mga budget-friendly trips. So yun yung gusto namin ni Haven. Tapos, we also like to try, different kinds of cuisines.
Yeah.
Kasama na rin sa traveling kasi if you're in a different place, you get to try a lot of different foods.
Immerse sa culture.
Sa culture, oo. And also, good life, and also, yung good life sa amin is like, for us to be able to, give gifts to our grandkids. It's not naman, yung to spoil them.
But to win them over. Para every week, nasa amin.
Ano yung pang-bribe? Pang-bribe ng mga
pang-bribe.
apo. Dito kayo sa lola at lolo.
Here, apo.
Yun. And aside from that, syempre yung mga charities, like, ako gusto ko na ituloy pa rin yung nagbibigay sa mga,
syempre,
yung mga sponsor sa mga bata na gustong mag-aral. Yun.
Yeah.
Diba? Charity and share your blessings.
Mm-hmm.
So yun, so far yung mga naisip namin ni Haven. Pero those are probably the top things that we want to do when we retire. So once you know kung ano yung life na gusto mo, then that's the time that you can figure out what your nest egg would look like.
Yes.
Using the 4% rule as a starting point. So explain ko lang to, yung like madalian lang. The 4% rule says that in your first year of your retirement, you can safely withdraw 4% of your total savings, and your money has a good chance of lasting about 30 years. After that first year, you just adjust the amount for inflation. So paano ito nakakatulong sa mga pre-retirees? It gives you a quick way to estimate your savings goal. Firstly, figure out your annual expenses. Tapos, subtract any guaranteed income you'll receive in retirement like Social Security, pension, or yung mga rental income. And then whatever's left, that's the amount your savings need to cover. And here's a quick way to compute it. You multiply that gap by 25. Kasi withdrawing 4% is the same as needing 25 times your annual expenses. Let's say your expenses are $52,000 a year. 45,000 of that is probably in basic expenses. Tapos dagdagan na natin ang 7,000 for travel and extras. Para naman may konting fun, di ba? And then Social Security gives you 36,000. That leaves a 16,000 gap. So now, i-multiply mo yon by 25. And now, you'll need about 400,000 in savings to support that lifestyle. So the 4% rule gives you a reality check. Are you close? Do you need to save more? Adjust expenses? Delay retirement? Hindi siya perfect, but it's a great starting point to see if you have enough or if you're on track for the retirement you want. So it's not about having millions. It's about balancing what you have already and what you will need. So don't just dream about the good life. You need to plan it. So whether you're in your 30s or in your 50s, it's never too late to start being intentional with your money.
So what you need to do is learn the basics. Sinasabi nga nila, you need to know about saving, yung investing, and of course, tracking where your money actually goes. Alam nyo, yung financial freedom isn't just about what you earn, right? But it's actually how smart you are in saving and planning for it.
So tandaan nyo retirement readiness is personal. Your enough may be different from others. Ang importante lang is meron kang plano and conscious ka sa pera mo. So if this episode made you think, share it with a friend who might need a little nudge, to start planning na.
But we all deserve a comfortable retirement. It starts with being aware, consistent, at saka being realistic.
Kaya don't just hope that you'll be ready. Make sure that you will be. Kaya plan smart, live simple, and enjoy life one step at a time. So that's it for our vlog today. Sana nag-enjoy kayo, and we'll see you in our next vlog.
Bye!